Hello, smart investors. I hope you're doing good. My name is Gabriel Jarrison. I'm from beautiful Paris, France. And today I'm going to talk to you about the Fitu App startup raising money on Seedrs. I'm going to look at the website. I'm going to look at everything. And I'm going to use, of course, my investment criteria that I use every single time. Before we start, I would like to invite you to hit the subscribe button right below myself, right below this video, to subscribe to this YouTube channel to get a notification every time I release a new video, and of course, to join the community of the smart investors. Let's go. So here I am on the Seedrs website, on the Fitu App page. They're raising £250,000 on a convertible note, and I'm here with my investment criteria that I'm going to use. So before we start, if you do not know about those investment criteria, please take the time before you look at that video to download them. The link is in the description right below. You can download my investment criteria and read through it. It's a very small document of a few pages. That way you'll be able to understand really where I'm coming from when I talk about those things. You're actually going to be able to understand my reasoning and what I mean by those simple words. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing, before we start, let me remind you, this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, and please make your own research and take your own decisions. All right, here we go. So I am here on the Fitu App website. As usual, I haven't researched in detail the company. I'm kind of discovering it with you. It's the idea of that video is that I'm going to be looking for the information that you would probably be looking for on that page and see if I find everything that I'm looking for. And if I don't find it, there's a good chance that you also on your end didn't find it, or at least not in the first few minutes like I'm gonna do. All right, so I've just watched this short video. As you see, I didn't even go to the end because I've basically understood the concept. Fitu is an app. It's actually pretty smart, so that's why I wanted to do my video about them. It says here, booking workouts made easy. So it's pretty smart. It's an app that lets you book a workout near you in any place, any gym, any whatsoever, without any monthly subscription. So you don't need to subscribe to a particular place, but you can just book different things all around you from the app with the click of a button. So basically for you, it brings you change, it brings you diversity. If you have a gym membership, but maybe it's always the same thing and you want some change, you want to do some other activity, so you can go explore something else. And for the gyms, for all those, this ecosystem, it actually allows them to kind of fill in those empty spots that they might have on the class. So it's a pretty smart way of doing business, and it's, I guess, a need that a lot of people have. You know, there's more and more people doing fitness and workout because we eat more and more fat and shit. Sorry for pardon my French, as we say. So there's a big need for working out. It's also a big trend in society right now to work out, to be fit and stuff like that. So I think the market, okay, so let's start. The market, I think, is pretty good, and it's only going to get better, I'm pretty sure. All right, so of the fitness, and right now most of the gyms, they offer membership, and there's kind of some people that don't fit into that model, into that role, into that mold, I guess, and want more flexibility. They want to do more different activities, stuff like that. So I think it's an answer. I think it serves a purpose for some people. Some people are just happy with the gym membership to go to the same place all the time. Some aren't, all right? So what can we say from the beginning when we talk about the project? So we can talk about the market. It's good, obviously. We can also very easily talk about scalability because it's just an app. So whether they have one customer using the app or 10,000 or 10 millions, it's basically the same cost for them. It's just the app. They need, of course, partnerships more and more, but once the partnership is in place, then it doesn't cost them anything to get and be able to make more money, all right? We are going to talk immediately about the elephant in the room is the monetization. It's like, okay, cool guys, you're doing this, but how do you make money? And they actually are able to make money. So they have three-stage plan in place to create 3 different revenue streams. Stage 1, commission model. So these commissions represent the core of Fitu business model. We take a cut of each activity booked through Fitu. So it's a marketplace, of course. And this means that they're able to monetize, and we'll see about the margin in a minute, but the margin is going to be 100% because there's no recurring cost for each booking. It's basically just the app, and it's going to be 100% margin for them. Even if it's a 5 or 10% commission, that 5 or 10% is going to represent 100% margin for them, all right? Stage 2, SaaS booking platform in Q4 2019. We'll be launching this for fitness studios, gyms, and trainers to create a steady source of MRR. While we built up a network for fitness providers, we've noticed a desire for better and cost-friendly booking platform that seamlessly integrates with clients' websites. All right, so they're going to be launching this for other people, gym and trainers. Right now, they're only for, I guess, gyms, and that's going to be different. But here it says gym, so I'm not really sure. All right, we'll see about that. Let's see what they say in the very beginning of the... The gym can be boring. It's a routine, so that's what I said. There's no way to book a workout whenever and wherever you want, so it's more flexibility. You might be tied up with a long-term contract. So much of the flexibility to the fitness industry. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why they said they're going to open gyms. I'm pretty sure it's already gyms, but maybe it's only fitness provider. So it might be gyms and others, all right? Maybe someone organizing an event, a sports session or whatever, all right? And the stage 3 is data monetization. Data is one of the most valuable resources in today's world. Once Fitu has reached scale, we'll have access to masses of data on industry trends in our partners' preferences. Combining this with the latest technology, machine learning, and AI, we aim to make exercise cheaper and accessible for everyone. Besides, we believe has the potential to become our main revenue stream in form of cross-selling and ads. Oh, really? Main revenue? I'm not sure. I would have thought the MRR. But in any case, they know how to monetize. They know how to make margin. So that's pretty good. All right. Let's see what they want to use the money for. Growth marketing, 40%. That seems pretty high. It's not one of my criteria here. Of course, when I do invest personally in an idea, I look at much more details than those very first-hand criteria. And I'm, of course, going to look at the use of proceeds. And I'm kind of... surprised by the 40% of all the money is going to go towards marketing. The tech development, that's pretty good. The admin and others, okay. This is what they want to, growth marketing, and this is what they want to, the kind of marketing and viral campaigns they want to launch, all right. So this is the perks, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what the revenue is. And, okay, so iOS beta launch, teaser on Android, 170 London boutique fitness studios, 460 weekly workouts. So, I mean, there is some early traction that's going to be able to answer to this here. Runner-up in EO Awards at El Salvador, okay. 4.9 out of 5 in the App Store, 10 influencer ambassadors, and 6,000 Instagram fans. So they don't talk about their revenue. Do they? No, they don't. That's pretty bad. It's a kind of a bad sign. So let's talk about valuation here. The valuation cap is £3 million. There's a 20% discount, and the long stop is 12 months. So it's going to convert after 12 months, if nothing else, at a value of 1.8 million. So, I mean, I could have guessed that the revenue was very small. I guess it's kind of non-existent, which is kind of too bad. But let's see about the discussion here. Oh, convertible. Okay, so it just asked about the convertible. All right, so we don't know about the actual money that they brought through the app. When did they launch? Let's see, I'm looking for the information here. 46%. Vanessa says social interaction is one of the main drivers of change. Okay. So yeah, they don't talk about... I'm going to have to guess that they made almost zero so far. It's just a beta launch. I was able to download the app on my phone through the French App Store. Of course, it says basically that there's no fitness around me because, yeah, it's only in London. But the app is live on most of those app stores. In May 2019, they're going to release Android, so they're going to have to be able to... Yeah, so I'm going to guess the revenue is zero. So, I mean, I was going to say the valuation is high. Actually, it's going to convert at a 1.8 million valuation, so it's not that bad. I'm going to go with the 1.8 million pounds valuation because this is if after 12 months they don't raise. If they do raise, it's smart of them to have a 3 million cap. It says basically if the next 12 months they are able to show growth, maybe in 9, 10, 11 months, and they're going to be able to go to an investor and actually raise at a better valuation. Is going to also give us a higher valuation. So I guess, but if since the valuation is really based for me in terms of the actual revenue, since the revenue is 0, then the valuation for me is 1.8 million, and that is something that I think is fair for a brand new company with 2 apps and the partnerships with all of those boutique workout places in London. All right. So let's talk now about the team very quickly. This guy is the founder. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Kun Kin. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Let's look at his LinkedIn. Then we have Rodrigo, founder, head of tech. Head of tech is full-time. He also has equity. That's a good thing. Let's look at his LinkedIn as well. And let's look at Rodrigo's LinkedIn. So I'm going to look at previous experience in entrepreneurship and a complementarity of the team. All right. So he has no experience in entrepreneurship apparently, but he worked before at Amazon. That's pretty good, pretty cool. In London. All right. And he's not from London, is he? Where is that guy from? I don't know. Maybe he is. All right. Where is this school? Eindhoven. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. All right. With a name like that, I kind of was sure. Sorry, Kin. Sorry again for your name. All right, let's look at Rodrigo. Oh, the picture immediately. Co-founder, and he has previous entrepreneurship experience, so that's pretty good. He was for 3 years the founder of Bar Hopping UK, which is, if it is what I'm guessing it is, a terrible idea, but still pretty cool to have done that. And the last one is Ismael Rodriguez. He doesn't have a LinkedIn, maybe. Let's see. What's his picture? Oh, that's him. But he has equity, which is a good thing. Maybe he doesn't have a LinkedIn profile. Let's try Ismael Fitu. Oh, yeah, there he is. Good. So he's from Salvador. That's why they're nominated for something. And he also... he's not full-time, so that's kind of a bad thing. The CEO is not full-time, from what I'm gathering. And that's a bad thing, but it says here, yeah, he's going to be full-time. All right. So I was going to degrade here, give it a red marker, but I'm going to give it a green because the team is complementary. Rodrigo has experience in entrepreneurship, and Ismael is going to be full-time, which is imperative for me. And he has equity, which is also imperative. All right. So the team is good. Looks pretty green up to now, right? The criteria, everything looks pretty okay. Let's look at the unfair advantage now. So to conclude, with the unfair advantage, I'm trying to answer the question, if you and I want to do the same thing, if we try to do the same idea, let's say in London or somewhere else, in Paris, if you'd like, would it be easier for us or harder for us? And who would succeed in the end? Is it them or is it us? What's their unfair advantage? So they have, of course, the partnerships that they have in place with the fitness and gyms in London, with 170 of them, 170 studios, gyms and trainers. So that's one thing. It's a very small unfair advantage, but I guess it's actually the only one because anyone can actually do the app. They don't have a big community. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to say overall, no unfair advantage. No real unfair advantage. It's they're kind of, so the only two unfair advantage that they have is the partnerships that I mentioned and kind of being the first mover advantage, the first to do this. I'm not even sure they are the first because I don't live in London and I don't know if there's some other things like that out there. It doesn't mean that they won't succeed. There's companies that don't have unfair advantages that end up succeeding. They might be so good at iterating and delivering that they actually get the huge community and are the only one to get the community. And they really have understood, I think they really understand that because they said that the proceeds are going to go towards marketing and acquisition. So it's really a game of acquisition, and are you able to get your customers for cheaper than what they're going to bring you in terms of revenue later on. So no real unfair advantage, I think. And that's going to be the only red marker, the only red grade on that analysis. The rest is green. It's pretty good. So that's it, you guys. Of course, if you want to know if I'm going to personally invest in Fitu App or not, you're more than welcome to join the private investment club on the link is in the description. So in that private investment club, I will tell you whenever I invest in a startup and why I'm investing, and whenever I'm not investing in a startup. And that way you can choose to imitate my investments or not. If you're asking yourself, but why would I imitate your investments, Gabriel? Then the answer is I've made some really, really good investments in the past. You can look for them on my website, on my LinkedIn profile. You can look at where I invested, and you can say to yourself, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm going to do the same thing. All right. So with that being said, thank you for watching to the end. Please tell me your opinion about Fitu App in the comment section right below. Tell me if you're investing. Tell me if I missed something, if you agree or disagree with all of my criterias. And of course, if you haven't liked the video so far, please do like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it now. That would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. And before that, waiting for the next video, you can actually watch another video of me in the screen just over my head. Bye, guys.